It will be another sold-out house in downtown Tampa tonight at Amalie Arena as Thanksgiving week kicks off. The Lightning take to the ice to face the Philadelphia Flyers live right here on Bally Sports. And good evening, everybody. Dave Randolph with you. Brian Engblom is between the benches tonight. So after splitting a couple of home games here on the weekend, the Flyers are in town for the last game before Thanksgiving, Brian. And the Lightning are thankful they have depth because the team announced today that Brayden Point is out 4 to 6 weeks and upper body injury is the problem there. So Points and Kucherov, that's two of the top players in the league out of the lineup. What line are you looking to step up?
I really like the kid line. I think they just keep getting better and better all the time. John Cooper has talked about him a lot, and well, he should. Ross Colton is the guy that's leading them. He gets in on the forecheck. He's got speed. He's an Anthony Cirelli kind of guy. You got Boris Kachuk, who's kind of like Andre Palat, goes to the net, plays hard, and you got Taylor Radish, who's kind of like the Corey Perry, a shooter type who goes to the front of the net as well. These three guys have an awful lot of potential. They look really comfortable with each other. They're getting a lot of ice time, and they're spending a lot of time in the offensive zone and not much in their own zone.
As for the Flyers, they have just one win in their last 4. They've lost their last 2, including a loss to the Lightning in Philly last week. And they've got a couple of guys who are off to slow starts, don't they?
Yeah, James Van Riemsdyk is one of them, and he's one that's got to get going. They can't score goals right now. He's only got 2 goals on the season. He's got over 400 games in the league and 112 goals, and it's just not going in for him. They got to get him jump-started pretty soon. He's the type of guy that's really good from the blue line in. This guy is too, from inside both blue lines. Provorov, especially without Ryan Ellis in the lineup, has 5 points. That's the second highest scoring D-man on the team right now. He should be the highest. They got to get him going. He's got to be shooting from the point, especially on the power play. Both these guys need to start putting some numbers up.
It is always a great atmosphere here at Amalie Arena, but it'll be a festive atmosphere tonight for sure. The beginning of Thanksgiving week. We are thankful for family and friends and NHL hockey, which is coming your way next. Flyers and the Lightning on Bally Sports. Ultimate driving machine. Visit BMWTampaBay.com for exceptional offers. By the Florida Lottery, who reminds you to always play responsibly. And by Toyota. Visit your local Toyota dealers today. Toyota, let's go places. And now let's go downstairs to our host. Here's Paul Kennedy.
Hey, good evening once again, Dave. This has been a November to remember for Tampa Bay's Anthony Cirelli. Just take his play over the past 2 weeks. He's been our Papa John's key ingredient in Tampa Bay's success, dropping his gloves and scoring the game-winning goal against the Islanders, skating a season-high 25 minutes to beat Philadelphia, and 2 nights ago, with a shield to protect a broken nose, stuffing the net this week of Thanksgiving with a pair of goals to survive the Minnesota Wild. Tonight, Cirelli and Tampa Bay seek a scoring feast against the Flyers and still another victory over Philly. Just ahead, Dave and Brian on the call from Amalie Arena on Bally Sports.
With a Minnesota Wild. Tonight, a Thanksgiving Day appetizer as the Flyers, led by Claude Giroux, arrive at Amalie Arena for a showdown with fellow captain Steven Stamkos and the Bolts. Next. A look at downtown Tampa. Lightning hockey presented by BMW, the ultimate driving machine. Visit BMWTampaBay.com for exceptional offers. All set to go, the Flyers and the Lightning. Let's start by introducing the starting goaltenders tonight.
Andre Vasilevsky, game number 15. He's 8-3-3 with a .917 save percentage. Did not play against Minnesota the other night. And Carter Hart, game number 12. He's 5-3-3, .932 save percentage. He did not play against Boston in their last game. John Cooper was not real upset by the late goals. Hey, they ended up winning that game in the long run. He said we're defending pretty well. And for Alain Vigneault, they can't score. They're scoring fewer than 2 goals for per game the last 11 games.
There's Frederic Lecuyer set to drop the puck. He's working with Mitch Dunning tonight. Brad Kovacic and Johnny Murray are your linesmen. The Tampa Bay Lightning have points in 10 of their last 11, and they have won 8 in a row against the Philadelphia Flyers. As the puck is sent down all the way into the Lightning zone, and we have an icing call right off the bat. Here is tonight's Taco Bell take.
The first key will be defensive motion, and that'll start in the neutral zone as the Flyers are coming out of their zone. They could be a fast break team. Move your feet. And the second one, pretty self-explanatory. Shoot the puck. I think the Lightning still passing up some good chances.
Anthony Cirelli lost that draw. He scored 2 goals in the Minnesota win on Sunday, and he lost the draw to Claude Giroux, one of the top face-off men in the NHL year after year, and he is again. And he had 2 goals in the last meeting against the Lightning last Thursday night in Philadelphia. Puck in the corner there, and it rolls around out in front, and that shot just goes wide off the stick of Giroux. Backing up is Brassard. Brassard's got a couple of 2-point games in his last 2 games as well. And the puck is now picked up by Alex Killorn. He'll drop it off, and that line will change it up. Victor Hedman, a 5-game point streak on the go, starts out with a puck with a pass up the ice. Tipped into the Flyer zone, and that is going to be icing against the Lightning.
Well, Braden Point's not in the lineup again, and he won't be for the next couple of weeks, unfortunately, for the Lightning. Boy, what a crash he had into the end wall. That speed, so incredible. He gets his feet taken out from underneath him, and they're just nowhere to go. He barely got his head out of the way, and you can pretty much guess for yourself what the injury is, but it's upper body, of course, and he will be out the next 4 to 6 weeks.
2/3 of their top line out long term for the Lightning. Here's Boris Tkachuk inside the line. Wrist shot, a hard wrister that just missed on the near side, and that caught some of the netting, and we get another whistle.
Smart idea, great idea on the shot. He was trying to shoot back to the far side using the D-man as a screen. He just missed it by a couple of inches. Keep the puck, but it was wide by about a foot. But see what kind of a screen it was. That's a really good look. Carter Hart would not have been able to pick that up right off the bat. Tkachuk's getting closer and closer to start scoring some goals. He goes to the net well.
This is that kid line you talked about in our opening.
Yeah.
Second shift of the game for the Lightning. Sent in and just missed the net again. Bogosian. Radish had it hop over his stick. It's moved into the middle of the ice, and now Sean Couturier bats it in, but that is offside at the Tampa Bay blue line.
Yeah, the kid line has done a heck of a job. They played against the Eriksson Ek line against Minnesota, which is a very good, heavy line last time out. And John Cooper has talked about Ross Colton in particular. He said, I got to get him some more ice time. But these 2 guys on his wings, all 3 of them played together in Syracuse. They're getting better and better all the time. They have proven they know what to do on their side of the red line, when to get pucks deep, all that. The next stage is let's put some in the back of the net.
Steven Stamkos comes out with Andre Palat and Alex Barré-Boulet, who also had a goal in that win over the Wild after being recalled from Syracuse. Chipped in by Palat. It goes in behind the Flyers net, guarded by Hart again tonight. Here's Cal Foote in towards the net. That hit Ristolainen in front of the Flyers goal, and Rasmus Ristolainen makes the play, knocks it up to the blue line, and it's knocked into the Flyers bench for another whistle.
There's a look at Ristolainen, big defenseman. You got to know when he's out there. He's a good open ice hitter. He punishes people. After about 8 years in the Buffalo organization, I think they're just kind of going to be patient with him. Really good talent, understands what's going on, but after so many years of having so much come at him, playing in Buffalo where they were in their own end so much of the time, if they're patient with him, I think you'll see this guy take a step forward. He can shoot the puck. He's got some decent offense. I think he has to rebuild himself a little bit here in Philly on a pretty good team.
Last season, he was 3rd amongst NHL defensemen in hits. He leads the Flyers overall in that department right now. Zach McEwen racing after the puck. Throws one towards the net from a sharp angle, and this one's sent around the boards, and it's a puck race. Belmar gets over there, and it rolls right to Sergachev. Mikhail Sergachev gets to center ice. They step inside over the line. Here's Pat Maroon trying to feed one across, goes off a skate. Now it's picked up by Sergachev. Sergachev across, hard shot by Bogosian. He scores! Post and in! And the Lightning take the early lead, 1-0.
Well, they take the zone first with speed, and this Belmar line just keeps getting better and better, too. They spend a lot of time in the offensive zone. I've been talking about Zach Bogosian's heavy shot for a long time, and there it is, in spades. He gets all of this one. Sergachev puts it right in the wheelhouse, and he hammered this one. You couldn't see it from ice level here until you heard the clank off the far side post. And there you could see what Carter Hart's problem was. He didn't see it at all until probably about 3 or 4 feet away from him. And when it's traveling that fast, you are not going to catch up with it.
Just the 7th game so far this season for Bogosian, who missed about a month after getting injured in the season opener, and he has really picked up kind of where he left off. He's looked pretty good and pretty steady, and that's his first goal of the season. And you're right, what a rocket. 1-0 Lightning as they score first again. They've been doing that a lot lately. Sent it out, it goes back to the line, and settled down by Provorov. His snapshot goes off a leg and into the corner. Chasing after it is Giroux. The Flyers captain gets it near side, put back in there by Atkinson. And it's picked up by Ryan McDonough. His pass to the middle, trying to find Cirelli. He was crowded at the line, and that is going to end up being an offside call.
Well, Alain Vigneault didn't want to see this kind of start for sure. His line his team just cannot score. The last 10 or 11 games, they can't even get to 2 goals for per game on a regular basis. Look at how they started. Things were going great guns. Not so much the last 11 games. Wow. So now they're down 1-0. They're in a hole. Somebody's going to have to score.
Last 11 games for the Lightning, they have scored first 9 times. Joel Farabee spins it around the boards. Held into the point. That shot knocked down, goes into the corner. Sent around near side. This is Travis Sanheim for the Flyers. Couturier with a quick shot. A weak one kind of fanned on it. And it's worked back to the points again. Sanheim into the corner for Farabee towards the net. And there's the glove of Vasilevsky. He hangs on for the whistle.
Well, we talk about the Flyers can't score very well. Konechny and the forwards need some help, but their D-men haven't been able to come through very well for them. They're one of the lower scoring teams. In fact, when it comes to goals scored, they're down near the very bottom. And without Ryan Ellis in the lineup for foreseeable future, they acquired him in the offseason. He is a stud offensively. Other guys have to step up. Justin Braun leads them in that department. You wouldn't expect it. You would think Provorov would be, who was second, only 1 point behind. But Provorov in particular, I think, is a guy who's going to have to start getting more offensive for them, create some stuff for them, and help those forwards up.
Here is Provorov, a guy who once scored 17 goals a couple of seasons ago. Banked off the boards, out to center. Braun sends it right back in. Out of the reach of Vasilevsky, and it's spun back by foot to Sergachev. Sergachev has one go off a skate, goes back into the corner. Flyers get in after it. Stepping up there was Max Willman. Willman, a recent call-up, got into the lineup last Thursday against the Lightning, once Kevin Hayes went back on the injured list. Here's Scott Lawton. Veteran forward puts it across the ice to Provorov. Provorov on the backhand dumps this one in. Vasilevsky will leave it in behind the net and play it into the corner for Hedman. Long pass up the center ice. Pierre-Edouard Bellemare, who started his NHL career as a Philadelphia Flyer, takes a hit. In goes Maroon with a heavy forecheck himself.
I don't think they care. He used to be a Flyer, right?
Not anymore. That was 2 teams ago. Now a valued member of the Tampa Bay Lightning. He's fit in very well, hasn't he? At center, that's Nick Seeler. Seeler can't control it. Corey Perry back the other way to Hedman. Hedman back across, and he was trying to find Bellemare. Bellemare just couldn't reach that pass. Along the boards, it's poked up ahead there by Lawton, and now controlled by Nate Thompson. Thompson resets to the backside by Keith Yandel, whose Ironman streak grows to 939 consecutive games tonight. Wrist shot off the leg by Killorn. Killorn trying to center it. It goes all the way to the line and past Bogosian. 5.5 in. Zach Bogosian has the lone goal so far tonight. Alex Killorn up in the play along with Ristolainen. Ristolainen digs it out. Comes back into the corner for Ristolainen, and he'll lob this one to center ice. Kicked up ahead, and the Flyers step in with numbers. Here's a shot, save, and the rebound. Hopped over the stick of the hard-charging Sanheim, and now back the other way comes Cirelli. Cirelli, Joseph. Joseph was pickpocketed by Sanheim. Great back check there by the defenseman before Joseph could let fly with a shot. Van Riemsdyk trying to pick his way in. He couldn't get a shot either. And now it's gathered by Joseph. Sends it back to McDonough. He chops at that, but the Flyers get on top of it first. Centering pass, bouncing puck. They bat at it at the side of the net, and that just goes wide. Provorov puts it across the line. Another shot that is tipped. Willman goes in after it. Little pressure there by the Flyers trying to tie things up.
Boy, there's some tempo in this game. Flyers are able to play fast. We know the Lightning are as well. And the transition game will be huge in this one.
Here's transition. Barré-Boulet with a turnover at center ice. Still with it. Centers it. It goes away from Stamkos, and now Lawton dumps it down the ice. Shot.
Nice play by Victor Hedman, jamming in the offensive zone there. He's so good at that. He just takes away the offense of the opposition before it even gets going.
Stamkos dumps this one in behind the net. Andre Palat gets on top of it. Threw it back to the line. Gets past Hedman. This one rolls all the way down, and Vasilevsky comes way out of his net to play this one up and out, and that catches the bench, and we get a whistle, and we will take a break. 12:42 to go in the first period. 1 goal on the board. That rocket shot by Zach Bogosian. 1-0 Lightning.
And their families over to his house for Thanksgiving dinner tomorrow night. That ought to be fun. And in tonight's game, they are thankful that he scored the first goal of the game for the Lightning. Top of your screen, he just hammered this puck. When you get a one-timer, you can really get something on it. 92 miles an hour. Look at Carter Hart. He looked back at him, too, like, okay, who was that? He may not be that familiar with Zach Bogosian, but he knows how fast that one came at him.
So let's repeat that. He's having the entire team and their families over for Thanksgiving dinner on Thursday.
Yeah,
that is awesome.
They're doing turkeys in the oven and on the barbecue.
On the smoker. On the smoker, he said.
Yeah, they might be using the neighbor's oven. All those people.
For those of us into grilling, there's a distinct difference, and he's going to love it on the smoker. Trust me. That's awesome. Up the boards, trapped by the Flyers, and now trapped by Tkachuk. Boris Tkachuk with some room in the corner onto his backhand. Trying to cut out in front and cannot cut away cleanly from Couturier. Get some help here from Radish. Radish back to the point. Here's the wrist shot of the way from Hedman. Knocked down. There's another shot by Colton. And a save made by Carter Hart.
There's some more of this kid line. And there's some more of Tkachuk playing with an edge a little bit. With, I think that's Ristolainen. Get pucks to the net. Get it back to the point. Have a net front presence. He didn't like that cross check and that slash. Tkachuk didn't. And after the whistle went, he went back to Ristolainen and then returned one of the slashes in case he had lost it. These three kids are good, and John Cooper already staying to his word. Like, he wants to get those guys out there. They play in the offensive zone more than they play in their own zone. Unusual, really, for such a young line.
Another face-off in the offensive zone, pulled back by the Flyers. A top face-off team based on the strength of Giroux and Couturier, who's very good at it as well. And the Flyers work this one down the ice. This one pops up in the air. Belmar along the sideboards with Maroon. Little backhand outlet pass to Corey Perry. Perry up ahead to Cal Foote. Two big bodies collide in the corner. Foote and Nick Seeler. Perry swings it back to the line. Waiting for it is Belmar. Belmar thought about passing, comes near side of Foote. He loads and fires a shot, and that is a glove save made by Hart.
This is a really good shift by the Belmar line again. Corey Perry starts it, and then when Belmar taps the stick, top left of your screen, he gets the puck back to the point, and then Belmar looks around, makes a little bit of a move, and then throws it back to the other side again. And Foote, who can really bring it, and how about the airborne jump in front too. A lot of elements to that shift by the Belmar line.
McDonough traps that puck, works it across to Killorn. He'll send this one in. Joseph tries to pit his man along the boards, and again we get a puck over the boards into the Flyers bench and another stoppage.
Well, Claude Giroux's out there for this shift, and he's leading the team again in points and in face-off percentage. Off to a really good start. Was playing wing early on, and then he moved back into center, and one of the reasons, well, he always, even when he's playing wing, he takes the majority of the draws, and that's why.
Yeah, he was third in the NHL last year at just under 60%. He's always amongst the top. And interesting to hear from Pierre-Edouard Bellemare talking today about how much he learned about face-offs while he was playing with the Flyers and watching and talking to Giroux.
Yeah, Giroux uses a lot of different things. He's different than Bergeron.
Here's a chance for Bogosian, winds and fires, and that is blocked, and Joseph can't get it to the net again, but he keeps it inside the line. Now Cirelli trying to pick his way in, can't get around Braun. Centering pass back to Joseph. He's knocked off the puck by Couturier, and the Flyers chip that one down.
Oh, that's a big hit by McDonough on Konechny. Konechny ducked a little bit of it, but McDonough had him lined up from about 3 blocks away. Making those hits in the neutral zone discourages guys on the rush from the Flyers.
Loose puck here for Couturier. He almost stepped in, kicks it back to the line. Konechny to Sanheim. His shot goes wide. Verby touches that one into the corner for Travis Konechny, who scored in that loss to the Lightning last Thursday. Flyers got off to a quick start. They led 2-0 in that game after one. Here it is 1-0 Lightning at the midway point of the period on the goal by Bogosian. Boris Tkachuk. Over to Victor Hedman. Hedman lifts it just inside the line. Colton gets on top of that. Colton, who had 5 shots against the Flyers last Thursday. That ties a career high for him, and his game has been elevating the last 4 or 5 games. This one's sent down, and that'll be icing against Philly.
One of the underrated things about Ryan McDonough is how fast he is. Believe me, the guy can really skate, and he can play up the ice because he can recover. He came across and just swallowed up Konechny, and I think Konechny was a little bit surprised at how quickly he got there. Konechny had to look down to get control of the puck, started going up the wall. But Ryan McDonough takes gigantic strides. He can hang in the offensive blue line because he can get back also.
Taylor Radish in the corner, sends it around the boards, just out of the reach of Tkachuk, and the Flyers get it out to center. Here is Colton. Colton to Sergachev. Sergachev picks up an assist on the goal by Bogosian. He's got a 3-point streak on the go, and he's got the puck. Feeds it down low. Chance cooking here. There's a shot by Radish and a save made by Hart. Waiting for it along the far boards there. That's Lindblom. Banks it up ahead to Thompson. Nate Thompson lugs this puck in. Gets it deep. And now it's going to be picked up by Maroon. Maroon to Bellemare, and they are out. Pierre-Edouard Bellemare hustles in, banks it off the end boards to Perry. Perry is immediately checked by Sealer, and Nick Sealer comes away with the puck. McEwen dumps it in for the Flyers, and here's Bogosian again. Bogosian up to Perry. Perry steps in over the blue line, swings it all the way across to Maroon, and a bouncing puck kind of got away from him there. Back out to the neutral zone. Couturier handled the puck, got it to Atkinson. Here's Giroux, his shot, saved by Vasilevsky. As that one just kind of ended up in the possession of the Flyers. Back to the line, another drive, and a save again by Vasilevsky. He will hang on. 8:08 remaining in the first. It's still a 1-goal lead for the Lightning on Valley Sports.
First goal, that Colton line came out again, and they took the zone. They were under control completely. Enter on the left side, cross ice pass, and then watch Radish. He'll get a chance. He looks into the middle. Can I make the pass? No, I can't. Sealer went down and took the pass away. It was a really good shot, short side. Here's the Flyer chance. A little miscommunication between McDonough and Bellemare. That's what set it up on the right wing side. And then Giroux coming late on the play. Look at Bogosian kind of backs out of the way, and look where Vasilevsky is out on the angle to make that save.
Good face-off win there by Cirelli against Giroux, and the Lightning work that outside of their zone, and it's batted back in by the Flyers. Travis Konecny up there along with Farabee. Hedman shoves his man down and picks up the puck. Sharp outlet pass to Killorn. Killorn stick checked, and it rolls off of his blade. And back through center again come the Flyers. Farabee tried to center it, could not. Gathered up by Joseph. He's being hounded a bit there by Joel Farabee. Long pass, missed a mark on Cirelli, and that's going to be an offside call, or icing call, against the Lightning. And now a word from Suncoast Credit Union.
My friends told me about Suncoast Credit Union and how they offer the lowest loan rates around. I applied from their mobile banking app. Who knew that buying a new car could be so easy?
Victor Hedman right up there in the scoring stats again amongst defensemen in the NHL. Second in points, tied for first in assists. Running the power play as usual, and a huge presence already in this game. Made some really good passes coming out of the zone. That one ended up going for icing, but Victor's presence is felt every time out there.
Points in 6 of his last 7 games. He leads the team in shots on goal coming into action tonight as well. Lawton works that back to the line for the Flyers, sent back in. This is Willman. Willman along the edge. Back to Van Riemsdyk, centering pass. Nobody home for the Flyers. And this one is lobbed all the way down and caught a piece of the clock. So we get a whistle.
Andrei Vasilevsky's got quite the record going against the Philadelphia Flyers as well. He's won his last 6 straight games against the Flyers. His numbers 13 games against the Flyers, not too shabby either. .926 save percentage. He has been brilliant. I think maybe he thought his first 2 games or so to start the season, maybe a bit of a slow start for his standards. But boy, since then, he has been just outstanding again. But the Lightning have given up chances, especially on the rush against in games earlier on. They've been able to shut it down more lately, as this one, I think, goes into the bench.
And no surprise, it's been another heavy workload for Vasilevsky in the first month and a half here. He started all but 3 games for the Lightning. And back in the net tonight with a couple of days off before they play against Seattle. You might think he'll probably get that start as well, perhaps. Or maybe they go to Elliott against the expansion team. We'll have to wait and see. Cal Foote drifts one down the ice, and that is going to be another icing call against the Bolts.
Vasilevsky has improved so many different things over the course of his career. Getting out of the net was one thing, handling it behind the net. Decisive, we saw him come out right to the corner to play a puck, and it was the right time, right place, and well done. Also, the poke checks that he's had this year, the players around the net trying to beat him through the crease. That's another improvement I think I've seen in his game.
Bouncing puck at center ice, and it's curled back by Stamkos. Held into the line. Here's Atkinson with a shot. He's got 7 goals on the season, and he got a good shot away there. His first season as a member of the Flyers, and he's on top of this one again. In behind the net is Cam Atkinson. Shakes it free to the near side boards, and it's chipped out by the Lightning. Following up is Palat. He had to cut back because Barré-Boulet was still inside the blue line, and now the Flyers have the puck. Travis Sanheim gathers some pace through the neutral zone, drops it off, and that came outside the line on Lindblom, so it's an offside call. Well, Santa is showing his Lightning pride this holiday season. Join us at malls throughout the Tampa Bay area to get your photo taken with Santa in Bolts gear. Plus, Thunderbug will be in attendance at each event with giveaways and more. TampaBayLightning.com/Santa. Visit that site for dates and locations. Sounds like fun. Puck rattles along the glass, picked up in the corner. Batted back in there, off the stick of Perry. Lindblom up there in the forecheck for the Flyers along with Zach McEwen, and it's dug free by Tampa Bay. They can't clear the zone. Here's McEwen again. McEwen And company get it back to the line for Sealer. Sealer dumps it right back in there. McDonough puts it to open ice. Flyers still on top of it. Thompson tries to turn and shoot. That's blocked. The fourth line for Philadelphia grinding away here, but now here they come the other way. Back up the ice is Belmar. Couldn't get a hold of that pass from Perry. Settling things down is Victor Hedman. Hedman near side, intercepted. That mail was read there by Konechny. Konechny carries the puck back in for the Flyers. Jumping onto the loose puck is Lawton. He'll bank it back, worked across to Provorov. Joel Farabee with a shot, blocker down by Vasilevsky. And back to the line, here's Farabee again, dancing around. Drop pass, wrist shot of the way, blocked. Lawton can't find it. And it's cleared again by the Lightning, back out to center.
Good block in front of the net there because Jan Rutta had lost the stick and had to go up near the blue line to go get it. So that pulled everybody out of position and created a little bit of room for the Flyers for a second or two.
Taylor Radish. Saucers won the length of the ice, and that is going to be another icing call against Tampa Bay.
Well, these two teams went a long time between seeing each other because of the schedule last year. But look at the numbers the last few times that the Lightning and the Flyers have gotten together. Lightning with a decided advantage there, especially in the even strength goals.
An 8-game win streak, as you see, and that includes 3 in a row here at Amalie Arena. Face off to the right to Vasilevsky. Couturier is waved out, and in comes Willman to take the draw against Ross Colton. Colton wins that, pulls it back. Hedman banks it off the end boards. Boris Kachuk. He's pressured, has to double back, and gets rid of it to Hedman. Hedman up the boards. Sanheim can't pinch it in there. And the Flyers with a puck again. Max Willman into the corner he goes. Puck stripped by Jan Rutta. Van Riemsdyk to the point. Sent back in, centering pass, looking for Willman, and it banks away from him. Hedman settles things down. Here's Cirelli, takes the puck wide. Shot saved by Hart. And the rebound gathered again by the Flyers.
That was a wicked short side shot by Cirelli. Well done. Nothing to be made in the middle of the ice.
And here he comes again. Cirelli shoots up high, and a save again by Hart. Another tricky shot that almost handcuffed him up high. Foot puts it across to Sergachev. Shot of the way, missed the mark. Bounces hard off the end boards. Little pressure now for the Lightning. Killorn back to Sergachev. Another shot that goes wide. Foot leaves it back to the point for Joseph. Tries to get it towards the net. Knocked down and moved out quickly by the Flyers. Ristolainen. Stick check there by Joseph. And that is going to be an icing call. He was trying to spring somebody on a quick break, but another icing.
Anthony Cirelli had 2 chances almost from the same spot. Once he went short side, second time he went far side. There he is at the bottom of your screen. One of the great things about him, he's got way more speed than most people give him credit for. See, no play to be made. And that he had a lot of snap on that one, and that one is kind of fought off by the goaltender. Then here he comes again the second time. I'll try the other side. Carter Hart just flinched enough, got that one off the shoulder.
Giroux gets waved out. Always a win for the opposing team when that happens. Atkinson, however, comes in and wins it for the Flyers. Provorov shot, deflected on the way through, wide of the net. Picked up by Konechny, centers it, and now it's free for Joseph. He'll just bank this one down again for another icing call.
Yeah, this has really chopped the game up. We haven't seen this many whistles in a game here all season.
I don't think Joseph meant to put that much on it, obviously, and kind of got away from him.
Well, Lightning are a real flow team. They love it when you can go 3, 4, 5 changes on the fly and go 3, 4, 5 minutes without a whistle. But we've had quite a few.
Puck's pulled to the middle, goes right to Killorn. He'll just bank this one out. Now that line can change. Joseph up for the play. He'll peel back and change with the rest of his mates. Flyers with a puck. Under 3 minutes to go in the first period. And another whistle. And with that, we will step aside for another television timeout. 1-0 Lightning here in the first period on Bally Sports.
Ever expected this one. Stammer didn't see anything in the middle. I don't know if that was a pre-scout or maybe he just took a chance or maybe he saw a little opening there. Ended up being a really big goal in the game.
And here is tonight's Kia player profile.
Yeah, he's got kind of a knack for that. He's in amongst some pretty good names on that list. Third. Playing against the Philadelphia Flyers. No surprises there, really.
Those are amazing numbers, aren't they?
Yep.
And he had the game-deciding goal in the shootout last Thursday at Wells Fargo. Off to a fantastic start, 19 points, leading the team in goals and points. Travis Sanheim fires the puck in. Trapped in the corner by McDonough. McDonough turns the puck over, bouncing puck, rebound, and it was almost lying there for McEwen. What a chance. Now it's turned over to Maroon. Maroon near side gets through Perry. Corey Perry digs that puck free in the corner, fighting it a bit and overskated it. Belmar can't take it away from Lindblom. And now it's Bogosian who's got the lone goal so far tonight. Pat Maroon, who also picked up an assist on the goal by Bogosian. He's got a 3-game point streak on the go. Met by Bogosian, bouncing puck, so he bats that right back in. Out of the corner, they chip it out and down the ice with just the right weight on it to allow the Flyers to get a change. And here's McDonough. His mate's doing the same thing. Ryan McDonough with 7 shot blocks Sunday against the Minnesota Wild, and there's another icing against the Lightning.
Well, McEwen had a good scoring chance there as he will turn the puck over against Ryan McDonough. McDonough doesn't have any forward speed. He tries to thread that one through, hit the shaft of the stick of McEwen. Bogosian does a good job. He tries to get a piece of it. It's a bouncing puck. He does get it a little bit with his foot, and he's able to whack it before McEwen can get a handle on it. Dangerous situation. It's well handled by Bogosian.
Puck picked up and moved down the ice by Jan Ruda. Ruda dumps it in the corner. Stamkos up there after it, gets a little help on the backside there. That's Ross Colton, and it's taken away by Provorov. Back at the center, Couturier trying to get away from Hedman. Shot, Couturier, backhander, and it goes just wide after Vasilevsky got a piece. To the point, wrist shot blocker, save again by Vasilevsky. To the point, Provorov puts it across. A wrister is blocked, and that is going to be an offside call at the blue line.
Philadelphia on the attack. It's Couturier who gets inside position eventually on Victor Hedman. Hedman has to release him a little bit or he's going to take a penalty. Good job by Jan Ruda, came sliding across, which means Couturier had to get the puck airborne, which limited his options and where he could shoot, and Vasilevsky's able to read off of that.
Final minute now of this first period. Sergachev works this one up the boards. Anthony Cirelli all the way up the ice to Killorn. Killorn took a choke, and he was in, but he's offside. And he's not happy with Sanheim.
No, that's the second time. He's been upset with one of the defensemen of the Philadelphia Flyers. First time it was Ristolainen. Really good play here, though. The long stretch pass to Killorn as he was kind of coming back towards his own end. And then there's Killorn left side of your screens. He's coming back against the grain. And that really confuses the defense and the flow for the Philadelphia Flyers, like what's coming next. And Tkachuk got inside position on Sanheim, and that one was just at his feet a little bit and just barely offside. But when you have guys going against the flow like that, it can really be confusing. Conversation's picking up down here too.
Oh, well, share what you can with us. I know you'll have to censor some of it. Here's Matthew Joseph, dishes off, in with a wrist shot is Hedman, and Hart comes out to challenge and makes the save as it goes high off the glass and banks down the ice. Flyers send it right back in. Here's Hedman, back up the ice. Helped out by Sergachev, onto his backhand, and back down it goes, and that goes up and out of play. No signal here, or is it a puck over glass? Yes, this is going to be a penalty.
Tampa 90 has a minor penalty for delay of game.
There was no initial signal, but the referee skated right over the spot, and we get our first power play of the night.
It just sailed cleanly over the glass. Sergachev trying to protect it. Yep, it does. Pretty funny conversation. Claude Giroux's out there now. He and Corey Perry are yelling at each other. I can't repeat the words, but Giroux says to Perry, "What are you going to do about it?" Corey says, "Probably nothing," but they both had a little chuckle.
So first power play of the night, it goes to the Philadelphia Flyers. They were 0 for 2 against the Lightning last week. 1 for 5 against Boston in their loss on Saturday. It was their last game, and that goal scored by Derek Brassard.
Well, we got the mentor and the student in the face-off circle, as you were pointing out, Dave.
Yeah, Bellemare and Claude Giroux. Let's see how much Bellemare learned. Just under 12 seconds remaining in the period.
I think they're adjusting the clock.
Yeah, now it's just under 13 seconds. Exactly right. And they are going to have a little discussion over the timer's bench. Might be even more added on here. Right now the clock says 12.9, as you see, for this all-important face-off in the late stages of this first period to the left of Vasilevsky. So it stays at 12.9. And the players will line up and will drop the puck. And again, it will be Giroux against his former teammates, Bellemare. And Bellemare pulls it back. Good face-off win there. Bellemare with a chance to clear, and he does. Getting it back out, and the Flyers are going to be content to let time tick away, and they will have 1 minute and 48 seconds of power play time to start the second period, but it is a 1-0 lead on the goal by Zach Bogosian. Stay tuned for your local Honda dealer's first intermission report. Here's what's coming up. Gabby Shirley will interview assistant coach Rob Zettler. The guys are going to talk about Stamkos' shootout magic, and we'll have highlights and stats coming up as well as we take you downstairs for the Honda dealer's first intermission report. Here is Paul Kennedy.
All right, thank you very much. Defenseman Zach Bogosian with our only goal. The man that coordinates the defensive pairs, Rob Zettler, the assistant coach, right now is with Gabby Shirley. Gabby?
Rob, John previously said he liked the way the team was defending 5-on-5 in the last game against the Wild. It's been 5-on-5 with the exception of the last 12 seconds. How would you assess the defense in this game?
First half, really good. I don't think we give them a whole lot of perimeter stuff. And then they seem to get a little more zone time as the game went. Again, a lot on the perimeter, but we'd like to get it out of our zone. I thought we played a little bit too much on our end. We got to get some pucks down their end and hang on to them for a little bit and get some more zone time. That's how you wear the teams out and grind them out a little bit.
Zach Bogosian scored the one and only goal in this game. What kind of pressure does it take off of the forwards when the defense is contributing offensively?
Oh, it's huge. You know, you have Kucherov out, you have Point out, you know, and guys like Hedman and Sergachev, those guys add to your points and add to our offense. That's a big deal. And we have to take that added pressure as defensemen to contribute offensively and be part of every rush.
And what do you expect the message to be going into the second period?
Just a little tighter defensively. I thought we were just not quick enough to close defensively, giving them a little bit too much time, like I said, in our zone. So a little more urgency defensively. We should be okay.
Perfect. Thanks and good luck.
Yep, thanks.
All right, guys, send it back to you.
Thank you very much. In terms of shots up front, Anthony Cirelli has a pair, Ross Colton with one, Taylor Radish with one. That is it of the 6 shots. Only 4 have come from forward. They only have 6 shots.
Yeah, and that's what we need to see. Obviously, I think the D can do a good job generating shots. The forwards have to find a way to get to those net, get more of those second effort shots, those rebounds, because right now the Flyers are doing a great job keeping the Lightning more on the perimeter and having them have a difficult time penetrating those prime scoring areas.
The host with the most, Zach Bogosian, who is going to have the entire team over for Thanksgiving, he and his wife. He owns the game's only goal, his first in 2 seasons. More on that, and we'll look at the highlights just ahead on the Honda Intermission Report. Local Honda dealer. And by Rooms to Go. The Rooms to Go holiday sale is going on now with interest-free financing for 60 months. We've skated through 20 minutes of action tonight. The Flyers and the Lightning, highlights and Adam Hall's insights from Amalie Arena just ahead.
Tampa studio. Lightning fans, are you currently a high school or college student? Student Rush gets you the best available ticket to all home games for just $20. Visit TampaBayLightning.com/Student Rush for more information. Now back to more Bolts coverage.
The Lightning on Bally Sports. Zach Bogosian here in this week of Thanksgiving with our only goal, 1-0 Tampa Bay, as we honor a Lightning Foundation community hero. Tonight we honor 4 all survivors of the Holocaust: Mary Wygotsky, Helen Kahan, Ed Herman, and Betty Grebenshikov, bravely documenting their tales of perseverance and survival for the Florida Holocaust Museum located in St. Pete, honoring the memory of millions of Holocaust victims. The preservation of their stories, the education materials they provide for their schools. Tonight, a $50,000 grant from the Lightning Foundation will help them continue to do just that. We will never forget, and we honor tonight Mary, Ellen, Ed, and Betty with this grant, and we all have so much to be thankful for. Elizabeth Frazier, the executive director of the Lightning Foundation, the presentation of those 4 incredibly brave souls. Adam Hall, Paul Kennedy. There is secondary scoring, and then there is Zach Bogosian, who scores his first goal tonight since he was playing for the Buffalo Sabres 3 teams ago. The Lightning, the Maple Leafs, and the Sabres, and he gets to crank it home. His first in a long time.
Yeah, and it was great to see him kind of get them started, just because they have had such a hard time this game, kind of getting on the scoreboard, getting those shots generated. Here you see Maroon puts it across, looking for the pass. Sergachev picks it up and just finds Bogosian, who unleashes a cannon. You can hear the sound off the post. Hart doesn't see it at all because of all the work that Perry does in front of the net, screening and causing distraction. So great shot and great traffic in front.
When has Tampa Bay been able to generate chances against Philadelphia here? Goals as of late have been hard to come by. Anthony Cirelli had 2 great opportunities.
Yeah, and he's generated both of those just with his speed wide, but both of those, again, were kind of perimeter shots. Here, again, he does a great job out of traffic, but drives wide, top of the circle, and you see still they're pushing him wide. So Tampa's going to have to try and find a way to get inside, penetrate, get to those scoring areas. Here you see Couturier does a great job getting over Ruda and far side. Vasilevsky had to make a deceivingly really good save there.
Mikhail Sergachev with his 300th game in his NHL career, his 7th assist. Pat Maroon, he's got 2 goals and an assist now in 3 straight games. Sergachev, by the way, in the box, and Philadelphia will have the man advantage for the first 147 to open up the second period. They've only scored 3 goals on the road, power play goals, so far in 7 games this year. Tampa Bay with a shootout victory over Philadelphia and a shootout victory over Minnesota here on Sunday, both decided by Steven Stamkos against 2 goaltenders, almost in identical fashion with his move in the shootout. Take us through it in the move that 2 different goaltenders, in this case Carter Hart a week ago in Philadelphia, Capo Kapanen for Minnesota, saw here on Sunday.
Yeah, you can tell Steven Stamkos does a great job when he comes in on these goaltenders. His intent is to get them drifting one way. So he comes in from the left side, left to right, and he knows that the body motion of the goaltender is going to slide to the right side, and he's going to go back against their motion, top left corner, and that's when the goaltenders think that he's going to shoot towards their glove side, towards the left side of your screen. And as their body motion, you see their body sliding towards the left. He goes back against the motion and is able to score in almost identical fashion both times.
He has 10 game-deciding goals in his career, the most in the history of this Lightning franchise. Tampa Bay has needed both wins, and they own one against Philadelphia, trying to make it 2. Claude Giroux and company in town here 2 nights before Thanksgiving, and just ahead, Dave Bryant in our second period.
Lightning Hockey is presented by BMW, the ultimate driving machine. Visit BMWTampaBay.com TampaBay.com for exceptional offers. 1-0 Lightning through 20 minutes, getting set for the second period. Dave Raynor back with you. Brian Engblom's between the benches tonight, so getting the puck to the net, crucial now, especially with no Braden Points, no Nikita Kucherov. How did that look to you in the first period?
Well, they didn't have a lot of shots. They didn't even really have a lot of attempts. Plays were broken up. They were close. They had some good entries into the zone, which did give them a few really good looks, but I didn't think the volume was certainly high enough. But when it comes to getting shot attempts, Victor Hedman's the one that leads the way. Now that 308 number for Victor Hedman, that's how many the team has when he's on the ice. And that's where he ranks in the National Hockey League. Braden Point, Palat, Morgan Riley of the Toronto Maple Leafs leads the way in that department about being on the ice when your team is creating shot attempts and getting the puck, which it's a way to show puck possession, of course, how effective your attack is and how much of a shooting mode your team is in. Victor gets more ice time on any given night than anybody else, pretty much, night after night. So it makes sense. And it also, you know, with Point, Palat playing on the same line too, they generate an awful lot, especially with Pointer transpointing the puck. But unfortunately, he is unavailable for the next couple of weeks. Southern Ford key stats, shots on goal, decided advantage for Philly. A couple of really big saves for Vasilevsky, and Zach Bogosian was the guy who found the back of the net on a 92-mile-an-hour one-time.
So there's Mikhail Sergachev still in the box for another minute 48 after the puck over glass delay of game penalty taken in the late stages of the first period. Flyer power play that is now without Derek Brassard. The Flyers announcing lower body injury, doubtful to return tonight. And he's been good for them the last couple of games with 4 points, back-to-back 2-point efforts. Flyers step in. Claude Giroux on the puck, goes to the backhand and sends the puck around. Waiting for it is Konechny. Konechny swings it back around to the Flyers captain, back inside. This one's intercepted by Ryan McDonough on his backhand. It's held to the line by the Flyers, and they retain possession inside the blue line. Battling for it is Killorn, and down it goes.
Great reads there by Killorn and Cirelli. Cirelli putting pressure out at the blue line, causing Philadelphia not to be able to pass it smoothly, and then Killorn jumping on that next play.
Tampa Bay, a top 10 penalty killing team, just one power play against in its last 5 games, over 92%. And they get another clear. Carter Hart banks it off the end boards, picked up by Provorov. He's immediately pressured by Belmar. And Belmar takes more time off the clock, getting it back to Bogosian. Up ahead to Hedman. Hedman's going to step inside the line, try to make a move. Stripped of the puck, but he'll back up.
You see how quickly after Victor turned that puck over, he hit the edges of his skates and turned right back towards his own zone. You can't turn the puck over inside the blue line, especially when you're a defenseman and you're already shorthanded. Watch Anthony Cirelli work with Killorn on the last penalty killing. Out at the blue line, bottom of your screen here. Look at Cirelli. See, it's kind of a broken play, so he puts pressure on, so he knows it won't be a clean play. That's where the Lightning move up, and Killorn helps out too. That's how you do it. You see when a guy's in trouble, you jump on him hard. But it can't be just one player. When one guy goes, you all have to move position, and the Lightning got the puck out.
Just 10 seconds remaining in this Flyers power play, which does not have much going on, and this is going to pretty much do it. Flyers power play down near the bottom of the NHL, 26th overall, just over 15% coming into action tonight, and it is over as Sergachev is out of the box. Teams back to even strength, 5-on-5, 2 minutes in. 1 goal on the night scored by Zach Bogosian in the first. His first goal, as Paul Kennedy pointing out, in almost 2 years when he was a member of the Buffalo Sabres. Cal Foote puts it across to Sergachev. Sergachev up the middle of the ice to Stamkos. Near side for Palat, back to Stamkos. Try to tip it in there, and it hopped over his stick. Back the other way come the Flyers. This one sent around and clears itself back out to center, and back to get it is Ristolainen. He'll cut back on Stamkos, and he collides heavily there with Palat, who was in with a heavy forecheck. Stamkos makes the play to Sergachev. Little chip pass up ahead. Here's Barré-Boulet with a hard slap shot and a good glove save made by Carter Hart. He will hold on for the draw inside the Flyers blue line.
I like that shot on the fly by Barré-Boulet. It was a good hard slap shot, and you're trying to go low on that far side. He, of course, got called up for the last game, notified that Brayden Point was hurt. He had to get up at 4 in the morning, catch a plane. Only got about an hour's sleep once he got here. Got 12.5 minutes worth of ice time and scored a goal. Way to go.
Not bad at all. He's got 2 goals and 2 assists in just 8 games so far this season with the Lightning, and he plays under 12 minutes a night, so that's pretty efficient production for Alex Barré-Boulet. An icing call, our first of this period after I don't know how many in the first period. My goodness.
We're up to about 29 already, aren't we?
Bill Esposito up here is losing his mind over all the icing calls. Here's Ross Colton, who had a pretty good first period in the face-off dot, and they almost controlled that one, but a little help arrives from Cam Atkinson, and it's lifted in by the Flyers. Into the corner now. Bogosian trying to center it, get some assistance from Colton up the boards, and Boris Tkachuk now has the puck. Tkachuk left side, sends one in on Hart. Hart gives it right back to Tkachuk. He'll feed the line. A wrister from Bogosian is blocked and is picked up by Colton. Swings it across to open ice. Tkachuk trying to center it. Radish is in there as well. Knocked down by Atkinson and moved out. Lifted back in by Keith Yandel. Swept back. James Van Riemsdyk. Off to a slow start, this Flyer veteran. Here's Braun with a shot. That's blocked by Tkachuk. Puck goes into the corner, walked out, centering attempt, ends up on the opposite side now. Here is Provorov, putting it back and forth now. A shot on the way. It is blocked as Claude Giroux got a good look. Icing against the Lightning. Your Tampa Bay area BMW centers want to remind you to tune into Bally Sports Friday night as the Lightning host Yanni Gourde of the Seattle Kraken. Coverage begins at 6:30 with Lightning Live pregame Friday. Bolts, Kraken, right here on Bally Sports. Good article in The Athletic today, posted by Joe Smith on Yanni Gourde and his return and his emotions as he is now a key member of what they're trying to build there in Seattle.
Yeah, it'll be a nice return for him. The Lightning won't want to make him feel too warm and welcome, but I'm sure there'll be a few nice words before the battle begins.
I'm sure he'll get a nice reception here for the fans as he was a key part of those 2 Stanley Cups.
Yep.
Stamkos settles in to take this draw to the right to Vasilevsky. It's pulled back by Lawton. There's a shot and a save made by Vasilevsky. Swung back into the corner. Reaching for there is Van Riemsdyk, goes back in there. That's Lawton trying to dig it free. Scott Lawton lost control of the puck to Belmar, and out comes Corey Perry. Perry trying to cut inside, but it is offside at the blue line.
Corey Perry's got some good moves. He doesn't mess around. Usually it's just sort of veering in and veering out. He's questioning who went offside on that one, but he had Provorov moving and a little bit confused on that rush before the whistle went.
Corey Perry with 9 goals last season in 49 games with the Montreal Canadiens, and he is no doubt just waiting to break the ice and break the seal and get things going from a goal-scoring standpoint this year for the Lightning. Back out at center ice. Reaching for that one was Perry. Gets away from him, and the Flyers at center. That's Giroux again, who sends it back in. Bounces right to Farabee. Farabee trying to get it towards the net, and it's picked up now and moved out by Victor Hedman. Hedman forced back just a bit by Ristolainen, and it's dumped back in by the Flyers. Victor Hedman. 6th in the NHL and time on ice per night again this season. Back in the corner, it's Perry. Corey Perry looking for options. Puts a backhand centering pass out in front. That's knocked down and cleared out by Thompson.
That Belmar line had some really nice entries into the zone in the first period. I see the Flyers stood up on them a lot better on this last shift out in the second, making some adjustments, not letting them in so easy.
Along the end boards, McEwen can't dig it out. Thompson comes in to help out. And turns the puck over to Matthew Joseph. Joseph gets on the horse and tries to chip it around the defenseman. Provorov keeps it deep. Spun back by Killorn. Back to the line, waiting for it is Flood in front, and he just missed a tip from Killorn.
A heads-up pass shot there by Foot.
Back the other way comes McEwen. His shot is stopped by Vasilevsky, who keeps the play moving after making that save on a tricky shot by McEwen. Joseph back the other way. Cuts back and then dumps it in. Into the corner, Killorn. Sends it back around the boards. Waiting for it is Stamkos. Stamkos, the captain, back the line to Barré-Boulet off the boards. Stamkos shoots. Saved by Hart. Rebound. And nobody home on the near side for the Lightning. Knocked aside by McDonough. Back the other way comes Stamkos again. Steven Stamkos finds the late man. It's Bogosian. Cuts in. Backhander. That would have been a beautiful goal. Centers it. Stamkos shoots. He scores! Steven Stamkos finished off a wild sequence, and it is 2-0 Tampa Bay.
Zach Bogosian's having everybody over tomorrow for Thanksgiving, but he is cooking tonight. He's already got a goal in this game. He moved up on the play, and what a beauty of a move he makes right here. Hangs on, goes backhanded, just got deflected at the last second, but he stays with it. Throws it right back through the crease area, and Steven Stamkos scores on the second rebound. This is all about Bogosian getting up on the play. He's defended by Sealer right there, but he doesn't give up on it, and then Sealer loses track at 91. You can't lose track of 91.
17 goals for an injury-shortened season for Stamkos last year. He's at 10 now. Their leading goal scorer gives the Lightning a 2-goal lead here. Bellemare with a shot, and that just gets past the glove of Carter Hart. And the hole gets deeper for the road team here, a team that's struggling to score right now. Perry in behind the net, try to center it, bounces around. Hart is down, puck is loose. Oh, what a save by Hart on that shot by Maroon.
How did he find and handle on that one?
I think he just kicked out that right pad and made a save. A beautiful stop. Otherwise, it's 3-0.
And that was all Corey Perry, too, because they start from behind the net. That line loves to start behind the net. And Perry put it in the crease. That's what gave the chance.
Loose puck now, racing after it is Konechny. Konechny is checked there by Hedman. Hedman puts it along the boards, waiting for it near side is Sealer. Sealer digs it out. Pass down low, puck is loose for Konechny. Couldn't turn and shoot. He was checked by Ruda. Here's Sealer. Colton is down. He was clipped on the play. And there's going to be a penalty on that one. It's going to be a Lightning power play when we come back as they try to add to the lead. That it's now 2-0 on this goal by Steven Stamkos on Bally Sports.
On Ross Colton. Watch Corey Perry behind the net here. Nice work. He gets it right out into the paint. It's deflected. Bellemare causing confusion. Then watch Maroon come in. Maroon needed to go upstairs with that when it was partially deflected at the last second, but there was definitely room in the upper portions of the net. But it all started with Corey Perry behind the net. The big save there by Carter Hart. And then here's the penalty. Colton turning around, trying to get back into the zone. Bit of a pick play, and he definitely knocked Colton down.
There's Anthony Cirelli along the blue line with Victor Hedman. He scored the power play goal Sunday. And it is now a power play goal in 5 consecutive games for the Lightning. This is a Toyota power play, their first of the game, just inside the line. Poke free, Hedman reaching for it. And it goes in behind the Philly net. And it's cleared up ahead and then sent out and down by Sean Couturier. A power play goal in 8 of their last 10. That one's intercepted by Lawton, and here's a chance. Winding up is Atkinson, who's got a shorthander already. Another shot and a save by Vasilevsky. 2 great shorthanded shots by the Flyers. And Vasilevsky with a couple of stops.
That Atkinson shot was just vicious right off the shoulder of Vasilevsky. That one must have smarted.
He's got 17 career shorthanded goals, including one this year for the Flyers.
Yeah, it was a late pass by Victor Hedman at the blue line, which was too easily read. It got turned over, and then Atkinson, who will just turn and fly and go on the offense right away on a turnover like that.
Second unit comes on, and another clear by the Flyers, sent down that time by the former Lightning forward, Nate Thompson. This power play is going nowhere right now. It has just 27 seconds remaining in it. Kicked back by Corey Perry and didn't quite get there. Now they get a hold of the puck. Up high is Pat Maroon, who's got a couple of power play goals. Here's Barré-Boulet trying to get it across. Off a Philly stick, high off the glass, stays in play. Maroon battles for it, puts it back to Sergachev. Sergachev, Barré-Boulet down low. Perry centers it. Scrum in front. Flyers trying to clear it, and it pops into the corner. Just as the penalty expires to Farabee, he's racing back into position. There's a shot that goes wide. Rebound off the end boards. Hart is down. Trying to tuck it in over there was Radish. Lightning still with possession and pressure. Maroon. Up high in the zone, hangs on to the puck. Walks into the boards, dumps it into the corner. Goes in after it, centers it. And Hart makes the stop, and the Flyers regain possession and skate it out. So both teams now with the power play. Both come up empty. Past the midway point of this second period. Stamkos with his 10th from Bogosian and McDonough. So Zach Bogosian with a goal and an assist in the game. Long stretch pass up ahead. Here's Tkachuk racing after it. Tkachuk centers it across and just in front of Joseph. Good burst of speed there by Boris Tkachuk. Joseph sends it around the boards. Bogosian, who's having a night, puts it back up top to Belmar. McDonough gets it back, little give and go. Instead, it ends up back of the line to Belmar. Bogosian into the corner. Sharp angle shot stopped by Hart. And the Flyers need to get it out, and they do. Back inside, that is Joseph. He sends it deep, in behind the Philly net. In comes the forecheck pressure, good work there. Dug out by Palat, and he turned it over.
He was trying to hit Joseph coming back into the zone. Would have been a great scoring chance, and the pass just ended up behind him.
Ooh, there's a high stick right at center ice on Stamkos. He went straight to the bench, and the Lightning are about to go back on the power play.
They're looking to see if Stammer's bleeding or not, see if it's going to be 2 or 4.
It looks like there's no blood. Might just be a minor. We'll sort it out when we come back.
Sean Couturier in the penalty box. He caught Steven Stamkos in the neutral zone with a high stick. It is a 2-minute penalty. Stammer trying to get in position, and Couturier playing the puck with his feet, but had the stick in the air. Let's go back to the shorthanded chance. There's Victor Hedman with an ill-timed pass, and then look at Atkinson, how quickly he jumps onto offense. He wasn't going to get far penetration, but trust me, that slap shot was just whistling, and it hit Vasi in the shoulder.
Second power play for the Lightning. Cirelli settles things down and puts it back to Hedman. Hedman across. Andre Palat back up top. Hedman back to Palat. Palat in front to Cirelli. His tip goes high and over the net. Rebound gathered by Killorn. Andre Palat back to Hedman. Hedman was looking over towards Stamkos, but he's well checked right now. Here's Hedman to Stamkos. One-timer, didn't get all of it. Partially blocked center. Great save by Hart on that tip right on the doorstep.
Yeah, when it's not going well around the outside, at some point, yeah, you have to get it into the crease area, and the Lightning had bodies there. With Cirelli around, you're always going to get a whack at it.
So this power play looks a whole lot better because the first power play, the only 2 shots that were taken were by Philadelphia.
Plays at the blue line are going to have to go into the zone more, not east-west, not sideways, because the Flyers are wise to it, and they're breaking those ones up.
Over a minute gone, and this man advantage. Palat down low. Cirelli jabs at that one, didn't get a stick on it, and it's cleared by the Flyers. 45 seconds to go in the power play. Here they come again, short-handed in front. Saved by Vasilevsky on a hard charging rush up the ice by Sanheim. Half a minute to go now in the man advantage. Second unit will come over the boards as the Lightning dump the puck in. Lots of time here for Ristolainen to lift this one down. Little bouncer in on Vasilevsky, and it caroms right to Sergachev. Sergachev through center ice, steps in over the blue line now, takes the puck wide. Mikhail Sergachev back to Barré-Boulet. At the top, that's McDonough, dishes off. Here's Perry with a shot, a high slapper that goes high and down the ice.
I don't mind that. Not that he missed the net, but where he was shooting and the time that he was shooting, just hit the net there and give it a chance. He just missed that by a whisker.
Puck hops into the Lightning bench. Power play is over. It stays 2-0.
Well, Lightning had a look right in front of the net. You had Cirelli in the middle. Stammer missing on the shot a little bit, but you have to have retrievals, and they get it. And there's Cirelli. Always got a stick, got a nose for the net. That's why it's been broken recently. And then shorthanded with Sanheim coming up from the defensive position, the defenseman getting a chance shorthanded. Vasilevsky makes a save on that one.
Vilmar won the draw, but they are going to do it again. And Vilmar waved out, and in comes Bo Kachuk to take this draw now against Sean Couturier. 6:11 on the clock here in the second period. The lone goal in the second scored by Stamkos. Bogosian in the first. And Kachuk wins this draw, pulls it back to McDonough. Philadelphia really kind of, I don't want to say dominated, but they certainly held a solid edge over the Lightning in the face-off circle in the last meeting. Here they come, stepping in, cutting into the front, on the backhand. What a drive up the ice by Radish. And Hart makes the stop. Another shot, Radish right on the doorstep. Now Kachuk trying to jump onto that loose puck. Here's those two young wingers again. Kachuk trying to make something happen, puts it back to the line. Across now to McDonough. Bogosian pulls it off the boards, sends it back around. Belmar off the end wall. Radish racing after that. What a chance he just had. Puck comes free for Konechny, and he'll just clear it. They got the Flyers up against the ropes right now. It's been a
that's that kid line again, and what a drive to the net by Radish. That's the kind of stuff they want to see from him. He's got the capabilities, he's got the size, and he's got the skill.
Stamkos trying to center that puck. It got away, comes back out to center. 5 minutes remaining in the second period. Over the last 11 games, Philadelphia has been averaging less than 2 goals a night. And they're down by a couple here. Andre Palat. Puck battle along the sideboard. Stamkos takes it free, threw it out to the middle. It's tipped down the ice by Van Riemsdyk. Willman had to wait with a delayed offside call coming there, so he hangs on, and now it's over on the near side. Stepping in there is Braun. Braun trying to center it back. It banks in on Vasilevsky, and he will hold on. Stays 2-0, but it was almost another goal, as this was a strong move to net by Radish and a great stop by Hart. And tons of prizes in our bonus play getaway promotion. It's so much gift. The Florida Lottery. It's your ticket. Claim it. Must be 18 or older to play. Play responsibly.
Taylor Radish reading off of Keith Yandel's footwork. Yandel's footwork took him into the middle of the ice. He peeled away a little bit. Now watch Radish read off it right there. Yandel gives him some room. Well, the door opens, so he goes through the door. And it takes an outstanding save by Carter Hart to keep this from being the first NHL goal. Look at him pull it across, protect the puck. That was excellent execution. The best move I've seen Radish make in the National Hockey League to date. He had a great shot, short side, top shelf in the first period. He's inching closer all the time.
23 years of age, second round pick in 2016. Here's a chance for Maroon. He's open. Pat Maroon stopped by Hart. Penalty call coming up. Lighting with a puck. Here's Foot with a drive. Banks off the end boards. Put around here, Foot settles it down, drops off the stamp, goes across to Belmar. He tipped it just wide. He had the whole net to tip that in. Belmar with a puck, puts it back up top. Left for Sergachev. Sergachev to Stamkos. Extra attacker is on here. The delayed penalty call. Here's Perry. He scores! Corey Perry, his first as a member of the Lightning. And it's 3-0 Tampa Bay.
That wasn't a monkey that jumped off his back. That was a gorilla. Look at that look on his face there. Finally, see? How about that? Corey Perry, after some great chances for the Lightning. Pat Maroon had one. Corey Perry is going to go down behind the net and down into the corner. He knows where to go. Circles out and hits his shot. Perfect. Goal scores goal.
Goal number 387 of his career. He's inching towards 400, but he really needed that one. And his reaction afterwards says it all, doesn't it? 3-0. Here comes Atkinson back the other way to the Flyers. Dumps it off, heads for the front of the net. That shot well wide. Comes near side and outside the line for Couturier. Sean Couturier, second to the puck. Hedman got there first. It's banked back down. Here comes Killorn. Killorn's got a step. Alex Killorn with a backhander, and Hart got a piece of that. Lightning are really pressing now. That shot wide. Corralled by Hedman, and this one goes up and out of play.
Lightning really got the puck moving around in the offensive zone now, and the Flyers can't quite catch up to it. Congratulations to Corey Perry. That is his first goal as a member of the Tampa Bay Lightning. He could have 7. Look at that. He's got to be chuckling as he bites down on that towel and has a little conversation on the bench. He could have 7 goals from the situations he's been in, the chances around the net, which is where he lives. But that's finally the first one.
Sent to the line, held in by McDonough. Now it's Tkachuk again. Back pass to Colton. His shot goes just wide, and that catches the netting as well. 2:44 to go in a period that has been dominated by the home team.
And you notice something that's happening too with John Cooper and his line usage. After goals scored for and against, look at the line that comes out right away, right afterwards. That really says something about the kid line.
Well, they're playing hard. There's no doubt about it. They play with some edge, some bite. There's Radish with a shot into traffic. Colton. He cuts back on Braun. Colton lost his stick on the play. And the Flyers stop out. Sending it in off the end boards. That one's picked up by McDonough. And up the boards. Drew back towards the net. And there's a chance there for Willman, and he couldn't get a shot away. Max Willman. Squeezed out of the play there by Colton. McDonough settles things down, throws one up the middle of the ice, and now it's picked up by Radish again with a shot, and another save made by Carter Hart on Taylor Radish. Travis Konechny up ahead to Lawton. Lawton inside the line, high in the zone. His wrister goes just wide, and that rebound is picked up by Andre Palat. Stamkos reaches back for it, fans on the pass attempt. It's turned over in the neutral zone, and dancing back in is McEwen. His shot hits the post. A sneaky wrister that had Vasilevsky beat. Picked up and moved out by Sergachev. Up to center, and we have a hand pass, and play is whistled down.
McEwen shooting back across the green, and I think he shot it at a time that Vasi wasn't quite ready. A screen as well, and it did just get by him. I don't know if it deflected off of Sergachev or not. It's off the outside of the post. Vasi's like, hey, I had the inside of the post covered. I don't care if it hits the outside.
Part of the equipment. Just outside the line, Flyers organize the puck, sending it near side for Braun. And around it goes. Jan Ruda trying to get it to Hedman. Was almost cut off. Flyers still working for the puck down low there. And Ruda picks it up. They'll step back inside of the line. Swung back across the grain, trying to find McEwen on the backside there, and that's taken away by Matthew Joseph. Joseph skates it down. Wrist shot, a hard one. A riser that gets away. Hart got a piece of that. Final minute now of this second period. Goals by Stamkos and Corey Perry have made it 3-0. Alex Killorn kicks that one back into the corner, comes around for McDonough. McDonough trying to center it, looking for Perry again, and Ristolainen's got the puck. Back out to center. Settling it down is Bogosian. He's got a goal and an assist in this game here tonight. Belmar chips this one up ahead into the skates there of Maroon. Finds Belmar on the fly. His shot is stopped and held by Hart. Well, stay tuned for your local Honda dealer's second intermission report. Here's what's coming up. Gabby Shirley will have an interview with the most recent goal scorer, Corey Perry. We got Paul Kennedy and Adam Hall standing by. They've got highlights, stats, NHL's 3 stars, and lots more coming up momentarily in the second intermission.
Lightning have done a good job of not getting hemmed in their own zone for long stretches. They've used stretch passes a lot, which has backed the Flyers' D-men out. They don't always get involved in the offense because of the turnovers and the Lightning's ability to get out of the zone quickly.
Vasilevsky, one more save, leaves the puck there, and we hit the horn through 40 minutes. It is 3-0. The Lightning with a 3-goal lead entering the third period here on home ice as we send you downstairs now for our second period Honda intermission report. Here is Paul Kennedy.
All right, thank you, Dave. We all have turkeys in the oven and a monkey off his back in Corey Perry in scoring that goal. Might be the most popular goal scored for a Bolt this year, the way he was greeted at the bench and on the ice.
Yeah, you can definitely see the enjoyment that the teammates were getting out of that. They all, I think it was a sigh of relief for everybody. They all know the contributions that Perry can make offensively, how many goals he's scored in this league. He's won a Stanley Cup in this league, but it just took a little bit longer, I think, for him to get his first as a Tampa Bay Lightning.
For Corey Perry, career goal number 387, first with the Lightning, and he's with Gabby Shirley.
Corey, I saw you literally throw the monkey off your back. How are you feeling after scoring your first goal as a member of the Tampa Bay Lightning?
Yeah, it's it's been a while. We've had some chances. Puck just hasn't gotten in, and we made some good plays there with the goalie pulled and found a way to win.
What did your teammates say to you when you returned to the bench?
We've had some jokes in the dressing room. There's a few of us that had zeros, so it was a race to one, and now we can get that going and continue.
How do you finish this game? Because you've allowed teams to stick around in the previous 3 games.
Yeah, I think you play the same way we just did. The last couple of games we kind of sat back and let them come at us, and I think we've learned our lesson.
Perfect. Good luck and congrats.
Thank you.
All right, I'll send it back to you.
A 3-0 game, and it was Pat Maroon that drew the penalty that gave Tampa Bay an extra attacker on Carter Hart. Steven Stamkos, Mikhail Sergachev with the assist. Perry with 1. He remembers. The Bolts up 3. Highlights in a moment on the Honda Intermission Report. On Valley Sports is brought to you by your local Honda dealer and by CarShield. CarShield cars go farther. Amalie Arena this Thanksgiving week. We've skated through 40 minutes of action. Highlights and stats just ahead on Valley Sports. Wonderful holiday tradition this is from Jack Daniel's Distillery. The Operation Ride Home program, the Christmas tree made of barrels, the top barrel to be auctioned off to help junior enlisted service members and their families travel home for the holidays. They have raised millions of dollars to do just that. Army, Marine Corps, Navy, Air Force, Coast Guard, all personnel have been from all 50 states have been brought home. You can bid on that barrel as you see there at jackdaniels.com. 1st of December, you can help send a soldier sailor home for the holidays. And a toast to all of you from all of us this Thanksgiving weekend. Adam Hall, Paul Kennedy, and a toast to experience. This is an evening for the older players. Bogosian, Stamkos, Maroon, and certainly Corey Perry, who've all been on the stat sheet through 2.
Yeah, good to see the old guys kind of be able to contribute once in a while. No, I think obviously Stamkos, we're used to seeing him contribute on a nightly basis. Bogosian, not known for his offense, obviously when he's able to step up, not just, you know, the cannon of a one-timer he had in the first period, the goal, contributing assists on Stamkos' goal. Then you see Maroon, you see his contribution drawing the penalty, and he had a little breakaway there as well, almost scored on that. And Perry getting the monkey off his back. Good to see him finally be able to contribute for himself. And you saw the smiles on all of his teammates' faces. They were all pulling for him.
Let's take a look at our highlights through 2 periods of action. And here comes Stammer, career goal number 449, 25th against Philadelphia.
Yeah, Stammer does a great job in the zone entry, controlling it, and Bogosian jumping into the high slot, sticking with it, second effort, gets it across to Stamkos, and Stamkos has a second effort rebound as well. Bogosian almost scores in his play.
He's
He just got leading the rush, just like offensive defenseman, just like a Victor Hedman. Stamkos makes no mistake there, second effort for the goal.
Now, Pat Maroon draws a delay penalty here. That'll enable Stamkos to get on. Vazzy is off the ice. Perry will finish.
Yeah, and here you see him. Maroon goes in. He gets a little partial breakaway, almost scores 5-hole on that one. They continue. They generate a lot of chances here. You see at the point, a lot of perimeter passing, a lot of controlling the play, and eventually they're going to get it down low to a wide-open Perry who just steps out. Nobody contests him. He's able to put it over the glove, right under the crossbar, far side. Great goal scorer's goal. Great to see Perry get his first this season, and first is the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Our goal-scoring summary for Bogosian, career assist number 150. McDonough, 250th career assist. Stammer, a 1-in-1 night. Sergachev has 2 assists as well.
Yeah, it was great to see both those guys. You know, just again, you see the first period, I think we saw, you know, the Flyers really did a good job keeping the Lightning on the perimeter, not really letting them penetrate to those grade A scoring areas in the slot in the front of the net. That period, the Lightning really, I think, made a concerted effort to get to those areas. They were getting to the front of the net. They were able to draw penalties, get some power plays, and really kind of get some of those second effort chances in front of the goaltender.
As we skate toward December, let's salute the 3 stars for this 3rd week of November from the National Hockey League. Johnny Gaudreau, Ilya Samsonov between the pipes. Dale Makar, the outstanding defenseman. We begin with Makar. The Avalanche have won 5 in a row, and he's had a couple of multi-point outings.
Yeah, and he is just an absolute game breaker. You see so many different ways that he can score goals and get points on you. So many different ways he helps his team. Great skater, heads up, makes great plays. You see there, he's following up, leading the rush, following up his own shot and getting his own rebound on the rush. So
nobody's been able to get the puck past Ilya Samsonov with the Caps. Back-to-back shutouts against the Kings and Sharks.
Yeah, 56 saves. Is that a good 100% shutout? So, I mean, I don't know how you beat that guy after 56 shots. You throw that much at him. Great game by him.
Johnny Gaudreau for Calgary. They went 3-0-1 this week, Adam, and he had a pair of game winners. In fact, the game-deciding goal to christen the new UBS arena for the New York Islanders at the Belmont Raceway.
Yeah, he's such a fun player to watch. He's so dynamic. Again, he gets those scoring areas. Great shot, great one-timer. Very slippery player. As soon as you think you have, you close the gap on him, he finds a way to get to those open areas on the ice and get in scoring positions.
So much goodwill engendered in this arena tonight by 19,000 fans, and certainly for the likes of Corey Perry. The monkey off his back. The Bolts with a 3-goal lead. Dave Randorf along with Brian Engel and our third just ahead on Bally Sports.
Lightning Hockey on Valley Sports has been brought to you by Mid-Florida, Florida's Community Credit Union, and by Hyundai. Get the Hyundai you've always wanted. It's your journey. Own it. Downtown Tampa, Amalie Arena, 3-0 Lightning through 40 minutes of play. Dave Randorf back with you alongside Brian Engblom, who's between the benches tonight. So I asked you prior to the start of tonight's game, in the absence of guys like Point and Kucherov, which line were you looking to step up? And you mentioned the Ross Colton line. What have you seen?
Well, it's been great. Corey Perry stole the moment. That's the best moment in that second period. That was awesome, getting the monkey off his back. But the Ross Colton line has been outstanding. They've done so many good things. That's why they keep getting a ton of ice time. The way they get in the zone. Look at this. Look how they use the width of the ice. Look at Radish. Takes the shot, top shelf in the short side. That was the first period. Best guy in the face-off circle, Ross Colton. Won a big face-off there. Getting pucks to the net, get bodies to the net, keep coming at him. Big shot there on the fly, I love it. Don't get fancy. Another one here, just get it on target and then pursue the puck. Turnovers, beautiful drive here by Taylor Radish. It just took an excellent save there by Carter Hart, or he would have had a first goal in the NHL to remember. Here's the ice times for the three boys. And they have earned more. We will see more of them in the third period.
There is Ross Colton, who's really been good in the face-off circle tonight, as you mentioned, 8 of 12, and really kind of single-handedly keeping the Lightning in it in terms of face-off wins. And against, as mentioned, we've already said, a very good face-off team. And there is Radish. You're right. That would have been a highlight reel special, wouldn't it?
Oh, it was a beauty. I mean, it was everything. The recognition that Yandel had backed off into the middle a little bit. Then he turned the jets on, protected the puck. That was smooth. You could see he's starting to get that confidence now. The game slowed down for him a little bit. He relaxed, used those great hands, drove right across the top of the crease, and Carter Hart made a save. So you just got to say, hey, goalie made a good save. I love the shot that he took short side, too, in that first period.
And look who starts the third period. That Ross Colton line comes out with Tkachuk and Radish. Radish loose puck, tries to get to it, and he was all tied up there by the defender who got back in time. As Radish had that puck just rolling towards the net in the right way, but Sanheim caught him. Lifted back down the ice and out to center. Turning and firing it back in is Provorov. Victor Hedman sends it around the boards. Knocked into the middle and picked up by Couturier.
Yeah, it's a great start to the period. A terrific steal by Radish. A little sloppy play by Braun in that cross-ice pass. Radish just read it and darn near got a breakaway because of it. That's the way to start it. The kid line continues the third period the way they finished the second.
Back in behind the net, comes into the corner for McDonough. McDonough knocks it up the boards. There's Cirelli onto the backhand. Little space pass, a roller. Controlled by Ristolainen, and he quickly moves it up the ice. Sent it across, going into the corner after it. The Flyers get there. That's Atkinson. He's been dangerous again at times. That one bounced away from Provorov, and Joseph skates into it. Got it to Killorn. Back to the middle for McDonough. Back to Killorn. Killorn on the backhand, shovels one in there, and Hart has got that, and he will hold on.
Let's go back to the kid line. What did they do to start this third period? Watch Radish. He'll go right up the middle, anticipating a pass from D to D. Yep, that's where it was. Almost steals it back. Braun was on high alert there. He's the one that turned it over, but Taylor Radish continues to make intelligent plays.
Stamkos lost that draw there. It was won by Lawton, who's having a good night in the face-off circle. Steven Stamkos, one of 3 members of the Lightning tonight who have a 2-point game. Stamkos with 1 and 1. Here's Cal Foote. His wrister goes off the stick of Provorov and wide. Met by Stamkos. Stamkos up top. There's Foote again with that blast. And again, it goes wide. Stays inside. Cutting back is Palat. Palat dancing around, feeds it back the line. Sergachev with a quick shot, and Hart reaches out with a glove, and he's got that.
Good shot by Sergachev there from the point. He kept it in the 4x6 that had a chance to go in. Carter Hart does a nice job of making the save. Prior to that, we saw Foote take a shot that did go wide. But I've watched a couple of the shooting opportunities that Cal Foote has had in this game, and he's had to shoot it wide. What he's really good at, Cal Foote that is when a player comes out at him, he makes sure he gets it by that guy. it's better to shoot it wide than to certainly try to get it towards the net and get it blocked and have breakaways going the other way. Cal Foot's heads up in that department, doesn't get those blocked.
Puck goes into the corner. Belmar takes it out. That shot missed the mark. Comes near side for Foot again. Back rebound. Sharp angled shot. Hart came across to take one away potentially from Perry. Look at this pressure here by the Lightning. Picking up where they left off after that second period. Van Riemsdyk racing after it. This one hops up and into the Flyers bench. And we get a whistle.
Boy, what a touch play by Cal Foot. The Lightning use the boards a lot, and they'll go side to side and back to the point an awful lot. And Cal Foot knew that he was going to get back up at the blue line, and he makes a little touch play along the wall to Belmar, and Belmar is able to keep it in. But some good work there by the Lightning, keeping the puck inside the zone.
Sean Couturier snaps the puck in for the Flyers. Comes around the near boards. Kicks back into the corner for Konechny. His shot handled by Vasilevsky.
I think Konechny tried to turn the tide there on that Stamkos goal on Carter Hart on Thursday. It was from exactly the same spot.
That made it 3-2 Lightning late. And then Claude Giroux tied it with about 8 seconds remaining, setting up that wild overtime. And the Lightning eventually won in a shootout. This is the third or second of 3 meetings between these two. All 3 meetings in a span of 18 days. They're going to meet again on December 5th back in Philadelphia. Lightning have won 8 in a row against the Flyers. Coming into action tonight. Up ahead to Killorn. Killorn with Joseph going for the front of the net. He couldn't get the puck to him. Joseph skates into it. Turns it back towards the net. Here's Cirelli. Cirelli trying to find Killorn in traffic, and that is defended by Sanheim. Bogosian settles it down, got it to McDonough. Puck hopping around there, and it was steered by Van Riemsdyk back to the D and moved back out to center for Giroux. Justin Braun fires that one in and hops over the stick of Vasilevsky. Bogosian makes the play to Joseph in tight quarters. The support comes, but that little pass attempt by Palat almost knocked down, and Palat makes amends, goes to get it himself and heads up the right side. Andre Palat banging and crashing as he always does on that forecheck. Along the sideboards, there's Barré-Boulet. Cleared to open ice, near side by the Flyers, chopped back in by Foot. Teed up into traffic for Stamkos. He's checked by Provorov. Rolls to the line for Foot. Sergachev down low into the corner. Here's Stamkos. Stamkos to Foot. Down low. Barré-Boulet with a one-timer. Great save by Hart. Boy, did they set that up well. They got it on a string right now. Here's Sergachev curling around. High in the zone. Leaves it for Foot. Foot gave the puck up, and the Flyers were able to relieve some pressure. They were under a lot of it.
Lightning again using the width of the ice in the offensive zone really well, and low to high.
Pass up to Perry, got away. Lawton dumps that one back in for the Flyers. Quickly controlled by Hedman, and away they come again. Pat Maroon chugging in there. Maroon leads it for Belmar. Belmar finds Hedman. Hedman holds, shoots, saved by Hart, who comes way out of his net to cut off the angle. Carter Hart is the reason this game isn't 5 or 6-0. Here's Perry with another shot attempt. Does not get through. Centering attempt knocked down. Into the corner they go. Belmar's up there. So is Pat Maroon. Digging for it against McEwen. And it comes free for Maroon. Sealer's watching in. Here's Perry. Walks out. Centers it across. Hedman shoots. That's blocked. And it caroms to the line and out. Now up ahead, here's McEwen. McEwen, Couturier, McEwen, nice move. Poke check by Vasilevsky, and the Flyers come close. Slick little move there by Zach McEwen. Sanheim into the slot. Here's a chance for Konechny. He shoots him a backhand, and Vasilevsky's got that. Andre Vasilevsky having the final say, snuffing out that chance, and it stays 3-0.
made some really good plays in this game. He almost had a goal because the Lightning moved the puck around really well on the attack inside the zone. Watch the width of the ice and the depth of the ice that they use. Stamkos, cross-side, and then foot, beautiful pass down low, and there's Barry Boulay. Good save there by Carter Hart. And then the rig carries the puck inside the zone. Belmar to Hedman, and Carter Hart again, extremely aggressive. He's out 10 feet. And then the Flyers get a scoring chance as well. Look at that active stick again by Andrei Vasilevskiy.
Yeah, Vasilevskiy with a couple of saves there. The Flyers went about 10 minutes without a shot. It's a run of on the shot clock, 11-2 in favor of the Lightning since the second period. Kachuk puts it back to the line, moved across to Bogosian. Bogosian with some time back there, and then he's pressured by Konechny, who wins that battle and banks it out. Lightning still with it. Move back up, bank pass, does not connect with Radish, and that ends up being an icing call against the Lightning. Well, here's tonight's Road Ahead, brought to you by Toyota.
Well, the road stays here for another game after Thanksgiving. We'll get our first look ever at the Seattle Kraken. Then on the road it is at Minnesota and at St. Louis.
Kraken coming off a win in their last game at home against the Washington Capitals. That's a big win for them. And the return of Yanni Gourde. Here's a chance for Van Riemsdyk. Tight little backhander from a sharp angle. Vasilevskiy got enough of that, knocked it down. Centering pass again in front for Van Riemsdyk, and Vasilevskiy has got it as the Flyers try to press to get on the scoreboard.
Yeah, some frustration showing. Giroux's been frustrated several times in this game. JVR that we talked about before the game, he's got to start putting pucks in the back of the net, but Vasilevskiy being a big goaltender, keeping his upper body pretty straight up, as well as taking away the bottom of the net, denies Van Riemsdyk.
Van Riemsdyk was second on the team in goals and tied for second in points last season, but just 2 goals so far this campaign and 6 points. Nate Thompson settles in. 5 years he played here in Tampa Bay. Yandel off the draw. His shot blocked, picked up by Belmar. Belmar trying to get it to Maroon. He's still battling from it, for the seat of his pants there. Thompson digs it free. Belmar hops up to the line and out, and now here comes Perry trying to break away. Corey Perry in there, lost the handle. Maroon, backhander, stopped by Hart.
The 1-2 punch of Maroon and Perry, really nice job coming up the ice. Even though the play got stopped when Corey Perry was trying to make a little move, Maroon's coming right in behind him. There's Maroon to Perry. Perry wants to drag it between his feet, but then Maroon does the only thing really he can, except try to get the puck airborne. Carter Hart's been really good on these plays. We've seen him stymie Radish on a similar play. Tough to beat him down low. You got to try and go a little wider and go upstairs as best you can.
You know, with the news today that Braden Point out 4 to 6 weeks with an upper body injury, and we already know that Nikita Kucherov's out. It's as if these guys know that the bottom 2 lines really have to start cranking up their offensive chances, and they are getting them tonight, both of those lines.
Yeah, and we're seeing John Cooper use them all a lot, and that gives a lot of confidence to a team. It gives you a rhythm, too. That's a little different than the rhythm when Cooch is around.
Barry Boulay right off the jog. Finds the top of the net. He's got goals in back-to-back games, and it is 4-0 Lightning.
Bar down Boulay. Nice shot here. Stamkos wins the faceoff. Watch Barry Boulay fold in behind him and get the shot away quickly. Another goal scorer's goal. He had a beauty from in front of the net when he was covered pretty closely in the last game, but he knows he doesn't have any time and room. So you just got to get to the loose puck. Look at him, put it right in the toe curve. And Carter Hart couldn't see that one. Hart goes down. He's got a sense of where it might go, but it sails right by his ear. Great shot, Barry Boulay.
Opportunity knocks for that guy. He gets recalled. He just gets to Syracuse. Basically has to turn right around and come back. Gets into the lineup Sunday, scores. Obviously stays in the lineup tonight, scores. This guy was a goal scorer in the American League and in junior, and he's starting to get some traction now at the NHL level.
Yeah, it's nice to stay in one place for a day or so as well. He's been out to Seattle. He's been with them for a while, back on waivers. Syracuse, back.
There's a sharp angled shot in tight by Konechny, and Vasilevsky's got that. Yeah, that's right. I mean, he was picked up on waivers by Seattle. Never even got to play a game in Seattle. He was on the road for a couple of games, and then the Lightning get him back.
And he's a top 6 kind of guy, and that's the great thing about the Lightning. They're trying to plug guys in that are being, brought up from the American League and have paid their dues, and you try to plug them in the right spots. And he's the kind of guy that needs to play with skilled players, but the Lightning are so stocked full of skilled players, but he's getting his chance now because of the injuries on that top 6.
Konechny trying to get something going here with the Flyers. Bouncing puck. Here's Travis Konechny. Puts it down low for Sean Couturier. Back to Farabee. Farabee trying to center it. Cannot. Couturier picks it up. Banks it back to the line for Braun. Waiting for it down low. That is Farabee. Farabee, one hand on the stick. Walks into the corner. Then cycles it back. Waiting for it is Couturier. He shrugs up. Hedman walks out in front and then gets through Konechny on the opposite side. Strong shift there by that line for the Flyers. Up ahead now into the middle for Couturier. They'll just dump it in. That line will change as we near the midway point of this third period. 4 goals from 4 different goal scorers tonight for the Lightning. One goes all the way down the ice. Yandel sends it up the boards. Van Riemsdyk lifts it back out to the neutral zone. Lifted back in by McDonough. Picked up by the Flyers and skated right back down. Nick Seeler dumps it in and then runs into the Mack truck. Now down the ice. Here comes Perry. Perry cuts into the middle. Shoots. Hits the post. Harder got a piece and the rest of it went off the iron. What do we say about Perry once he gets that first one? Yandel behind the net sends this one around the boards. Atkinson cannot clear it. Back in there. There's Perry. Parks right on the doorstep again. Trying to center it out in front, and Hart was ready for that. Down the ice for an icing call against the Flyers.
It's amazing how one goal gets some flow and some confidence back in your game. The cut back into the middle of the ice, and Corey Perry really feeling it here. Nice job by Maroon to get it to him. A little fake. That gives him a little time and room. It sells Yandel that maybe you are going to go wide. Then he pulls it back in between. Ooh, that off the edge of the belly pad of Carter Hart and just squirted out on the short side. You try and get the goalie moving from right to left. Shoot it back on the short side. Almost worked.
Run off the job. Lightning jump on the puck. Centering pass for Barré-Boulet in traffic. Puck got away from him. To the line and held in again by Ballant. He moves it across to Foote. Foote's going to step in. Here's Cal Foote. His shot stopped by Hart. Gets his own rebound. Puts it back to the line. Man, it is all Lightning. And has been for a while. In goes Palat. Takes it away from McEwen. Stamkos trying to back pass. That goes off a Flyer skates and down the ice. Foote sends it right back in for Tampa Bay. Left in the corner for Palat. He tried to center it. Gets it right back. Sergachev winds and fires. Redirected. Hart makes the save. Here's Sergachev again. Walking the line. Wrist shot and he just missed up high. Karam's off the inboards, picked up by Willman. Scott Lawton one-on-one now. Hangs on, trying to feed it inside for Willman. Takes a Flyer bounce. Lawton got a shot away. And it's chipped back out by Tampa Bay. Stamkos does the rest, and down it goes.
The Lightning have used low to high in the offensive zone and the width of the ice, as we talked about. The Flyers have stayed in the middle of the ice in their own zone. They're not getting the retrievals, and it makes their game smaller and smaller. The Lightning continue to get shots. They continue to retrieve, and it just leaves the Flyers standing there.
And here they come again. Hedman hangs on, dishes off. Killorn in behind the net. Trying to center it, cannot. Sticks all over the ice there. There's 2 of them lying around. out there, and here's Hedman. Picks it up, looks up ice, near side for Killorn. He'll bank this one in. Joseph up there in the forecheck. Flyers control the puck. Braun banks it up ahead to Sean Couturier. He springs his man almost away, and that one gets loose for Farabee, and it's an offside call. 8:32 remaining in regulation, and the Tampa Bay Lightning are really handing it to the Flyers right now. It is 4-0 at Amalie Arena on battle. Welcome back to Tampa. 4-0 Lightning. Here is tonight's jackpot stats, brought to you by the Florida Lottery.
Well, Steven Stamkos had a pretty darn good night again with a goal and assist. His numbers against the Philadelphia Flyers, 25 and 23. Not half bad.
Lightning with the puck again. Colton chips that one in. Goes in after it against Ristolainen. Rasmus Ristolainen banks this one down. His first year in Philadelphia after 7 seasons as a member of the Buffalo Sabres, and they paid a big price to get him. Back down the ice. Ristolainen checked by Tkachuk. Centering pass gets away from Radish to the line and just out. Bogosian settles it down. They work it back inside the line. Thrown ahead for Taylor Radish. He'll go in there against Sanheim. Flyers trying to clear the zone, and they do. Into the middle of the ice. Now here's a little toe drag move. Backhander lifted up high by McEwen. Nice rush. Zach McEwen, not really known as an offensive star in the NHL, but he's been noticeable, hasn't he?
Yeah, I'm just thinking the same thing. Foote did a good job on him at the last second, or at least force him to the outside. But McEwen, yeah, he made a nice drive to the net earlier in the game and a good shot. And this time gets Foote backed off. And then Foote just puts enough pressure on him to keep him outside and keep him on the backhand. But some pretty slick hands there by McEwen.
Zach McEwen, a waiver pickup from Vancouver this season. Never drafted in either the NHL or the Quebec Major Junior League. He's come up the hard way. Puck goes to the far boards, and getting it after it is Lindblom, and we get a whistle here.
High stick,
yeah, play with a high stick. 7:28 to go.
Well, Lightning want to continue to be as tidy as possible in their own zone. You got a 4-zip lead here. Keep the puck going north. Do the right things with it. Don't turn the puck over at either blue line. That's always important.
Meantime, the Flyers are starting a long stretch of games on the road. 13 of their next 20, including tonight, are away from Wells Fargo, including a back-to-back tonight here and then tomorrow night at Florida. A team that has not lost at home yet this season. Puck along the side boards, dug out by Perry, who has scored tonight. His first goal as a member of the Lightning. Maroon goes in there heavily. Zach McEwen trying to get it free. He does to Lindblom, and it's knocked away by Hedman. Cal Foote will leave it for Victor Hedman. Lightning complete a change on the fly. Hedman waits for everybody to get in position, and out he comes. Being watched closely down there by the Flyers captain, Claude Giroux. The longest tenured captain in Flyers history. Picked out by Jan Ruda. Turned over at the neutral zone and picked up by Joseph now. Here's Matthew Joseph going for a skate all the way around the net. Throws it back to line. He turns the puck over. The Flyers step out. Through center, that was Atkinson, the former Columbus Blue Jacket. Puck inside the line. Curling back in his own zone is Lawton. He'll leave it for Provorov. With just over 6 minutes remaining. Long pass up the ice to Van Riemsdyk. He'll dump it back in. Lawton gets there first. Swings it around the boards. The only guy there for the Lightning, that was Tkachuk. Knocked ahead. Here comes Colton. He's got a Radish with him. Colton hangs on. Ran out of real estate there, and it ends up staying in the corner. Bogosian reaches back. Gets it to McDonough. Now near side for Bogosian. Back to Ryan McDonough. Bang pass up ahead, and Tkachuk dumps this one in, but that caught a member of the Flyers on the bench, and we get a whistle. 5:38 down the stretch we go. The Lightning in control of this one. 4-0 Lightning. Here's the Ackerman Jewelers Diamond performance of the night.
And it is Zach Bogosian. He scores his first goal of the season, his first goal in a couple of years. A beauty of a one-timer right off the post, a 92-mile-an-hour slap shot. He also had an assist, and it was a beauty as well. Look at him move in from the blue line. Even though he stopped on his initial rush, he gets the puck right back into the scoring area and gets it to Steven Stamkos for his goal. So a goal and assist for Zach Bogosian.
The guy was hosting the entire team and their families for Thanksgiving dinner on Thursday. So quite the week he's got going so far here. Here's Palat, forcing the issue, turns it over, and gets a good shot away against Hart. And Hart again makes a save. Man, this score could be even more lopsided if it were not for Carter Hart tonight.
Yeah, there's no doubt. And their defense has just been sloppy on some of their regroup plays. We saw Radish at the beginning of the last period steal a pass that was intended D-to-D, and this is another one. Andre Palat's got nothing to lose there. He just goes in the middle, and Provorov doesn't look. Palat knows the play is coming, intercepts it, and ends up piling into the net after Carter Hart bails out Provorov. Tried to go 5-hole on that one.
Carter Hart 2-0-1 in his last three. The lone blemish being that shootout loss against the Lightning in that stretch, but a .953 save percentage in those 3 games. Puck inside the Flyers line. They almost gave it away again to Tkachuk. Tkachuk, Radish, and Colton going back to work. Sharp angled shot. Radish digs that puck free, keeps the play alive, and feeds the point to McDonough. Here's Tkachuk now walking out, can't turn the corner, but hangs onto the puck. Back to Bogosian. His drive flutters just wide.
That was about a 22-mile-an-hour shot.
That one catches the outside of the post, and Hart has got it. Yeah, a little less on that one than the goal he scored to open the festivities tonight back in the first period.
Well, the off-speed stuff works for pitchers, too. This is an end-over-ender flutter ball, and Taylor Radish, who's been all around the net, could easily have redirected that one. Got a tiny piece of it, I think, but not enough to make it go in.
Right off the draw, Corey Perry got the shot away and just missed. Maroon trying to center it. Deflected to the line. Here is Belmar. Belmar to foot. His shot right on. Gets the rebound. That's blocked. Puck is loose. And it caroms right to Sealer. And he's got a chance to clear this down the ice. He does. And this is going to be an icing call against the Flyers, who've been up against the ropes for a long time tonight.
Lightning have really used the corners and the width of the ice really impressively in this game. Look at that. Belmar was right down in the corner. See how the Flyers are in the middle of the ice and they have to react. They didn't want to chase the game around, but at the same time, it's allowed the Lightning to make some really good passes, sustained attack, get pucks to the net and retrievals because they're on the move, and the Flyers are more stationary in the middle of the ice.
McEwen stays with the play. Puck rolls away from him, but he gets it back to the line. There's Yandel with a shot. That got through, and Vasilevsky makes the save. Another shot. Puck is loose after the tip right in front. Vasilevsky a save. Another save with the right pad, and he shuts the door again.
Yeah, at this point, the Flyers just want something to go in. They need something to build on. Some offense. They know this game is away from them now, so Lightning have to have a little closer protection there right in front of the net. High guy sticks up.
Another sellout here at Amalie Arena, just over 19,000. Chanting Bassey's name again. Here's Cirelli back the other way. Gets the puck back, and then it's going to be an offside call at the Philadelphia blue line.
Yeah, that was too bad. The Sevens line has had some tough plays against them. 17, 71, and 7 all playing together. And that was Killorn coming late on the play, but it was just a hair offside. They've had some frustration in their game. They've had some close calls on the rush, only to be turned aside and end up back checking and hustling that way. Just hasn't been a great night offensively for the Sevens.
But the story is going to be the performance, really, of the third and fourth lines. They've been their best lines in terms of momentum, possession, physical play. That's what this team needs right now. You know what you're going to get out of the top two lines, even without Kucherov and Point. Giroux puts it to open ice. Into the corner it goes. There's Victor Hedman, who's played a ton again tonight. And it's lifted back out by the Lightning to center. Sanheim settles it down and backs it up. This is the 18th game of the season for the Lightning, Brian. And this might be one of their most complete games we've seen so far.
Agreed, yeah.
I mean, the score tells the story, but I'm talking about how they played.
No doubt, and using all four lines, as you pointed out, all 6D. Everybody has contributed. They've held the line well. They've made it difficult for the Flyers to get through the neutral zone. But as I mentioned a few moments ago and a few times during this game, how they move the puck around in the offensive zone doesn't matter whether it's the fourth line or the first line. They've all looked the same in the offensive zone.
Stamkos in to take the draw. He's got a 3-point night this evening. Foot cuts things off. And it's sent back in by the Philadelphia Flyers. Around the boards it goes. Foot knocks it back. Sergachev back up the boards, keeping things to the outside here. Scott Laughton being guarded there by Foot. Comes back to the line. There's a shot. Vasilevsky got a piece. Wraparound attempt does not get through. As Sergachev shut the door on that. Under 2 minutes to go in regulation. Nice way for the home team to kick off Thanksgiving week here on home ice. They'll play again Friday night against the Seattle Kraken before heading out onto the road for a couple. Zach Bogosian gets to the puck. Boris Tkachuk battling there against Van Riemsdyk. Puck comes free. Slap shot. Blocker saved by Vasilevsky. Steers that into the corner off the stick of Lindblom. Lindblom again, centers it, trying to find Thompson. Sealer. Out of the corner, there is McDonough. He'll lift this high down the ice.
Yeah, the only comment I'd make there on that Colton line is that you try to make a few too many plays when you are protecting in the last minute and a half, especially on a shutout. Get the puck and chip it out. You don't have to make plays into the middle.
Into the final minute of regulation. Laughton. He finds Willman. Willman steps in over the line, tries to snap a shot, cannot.
And Belmar on the back check. Great little steal there.
Oh, everybody's working hard. Here's Maroon down the ice, trying to find the shot. Belmar out in front for Perry, and he just missed. Corey Perry in behind the net, trying to backhand feed. It's Maroon. Looks to the line for Foot. Sergachev, wrister on the way. Puck is loose. Hart dives out there and covers up. Somebody took a late job, and the Flyers were not happy about that.
Yeah, Corey Perry knew that they're frustrated. He's just going to back his way out of there. It was a nice play here. Belmar doesn't make a great pass, though. Belmar's has the right idea, but right here, he makes a pass for a lefty. It's off the left foot of Corey Perry. If it's in the right place, that would have been in the back of the net, too. It's a quick play. You see your player coming, you try and lay it out there for him, but he just wasn't in the right place for Corey Perry.
18 seconds remaining, and the Colton line is going to come out to finish the job here. Puck goes around the boards, Foot pinches, and the Flyers start to skate out through center ice. This is Van Riemsdyk, takes the puck wide. Van Riemsdyk trying to center. He can't get it through. That's knocked down as well by the back check of Radish. And time ticks away. And the crowd celebrates a 4-0 win as Andrei Vasilevsky gets his 199th career win and his 27th career shutout. And the Lightning win it 4-0. A very solid effort by the home team tonight. Corey Perry scores his first goal as a member of the Lightning, And it will be a good turkey dinner at Zach Bogosian's place on Thursday. Fassi with a shutout. 4-0 is the final. On behalf of Brian Engbaum, this is Dave Brandon saying thanks for watching. Stick around. Lightning Live with Paul Kennedy and Adam Hall is next.